Happy American Inauguration Day, everybody! Judging by the protests, not a happy day for everyone. Eli here, and I'm here to discuss the new Flaming Lips album, Oczy Mlody, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope so. The Flaming Lips are a psychedelic rock group that has been around for literally years, led by eccentric weirdo Wayne Coyne. I was introduced to them back in 2015. I didn't listen to them, but I had heard their name through their association with Miley Cyrus on the deplorable album Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets. I listened to Do It, refused to listen to the rest. Holy shit, what the fuck was that song? Oh, what a bad album. And a lot of worst of lists that year would have probably topped most of them if not for Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to Heaven. But man, that album was just such a disaster. Though, the reviews were hilariously negative, and it did give me one of my favorite Anthony Fantano moments ever.
Why they put the dick in the pussy?
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 The why they put the dick in the pussy. Why did they put the dick in the pussy? He's so funny, look me out. Why they put the dick in the pussy?
Why they put the dick in the pussy?
Why they put the dick in the pussy? Hey guys, what's going on? It's time for my daily vlog. I just want to know why they put the dick in the pussy.
Fuck you.
I'm aware they have a large fan base and are critically acclaimed on a lot of their albums, especially Yoshimi Battles the Robots, which, from what I've seen, is classified as one of the best concept albums of all time. But more often than not, they seem to be a hit-and-miss group with the majority of misses. Like their strange and apparently terrible Pink Floyd cover in the album's entirety. Their weird album where they literally pulled everyone who ever did music to make music with. Had Nick Cave, it had Kesha, it had fucking Yoko Ono. This is strange. Erykah Badu, like what the fuck? And even their most recent album, The Terror, from 2013, was greeted with mixed reviews. I was actually really excited to listen to this because, again, the Flaming Lips had kind of been hyped up from the circles that I had been listening to, and I really wanted to see what they had to offer me. So what did they offer me? Ambient. They offered me the album equivalent of fucking Ambient. This album is sleep aid incarnate. It is such a slog to get through. While I was listening to it, I found myself humming and thinking about other songs from different albums. It was so hard to pull my focus and try to listen to what was happening. My mind just wandered so heavily, and I tried, and I was just like, what is going on? Now, when it came to the production, I felt like I should like this album. I love heavy electronic synths. I like distorted bass, and I like distorted guitar, and I like psychedelic, spacey, atmospheric sounds, but it's just so dreary and dead to me, but I can't stand it. Have you ever seen someone dip a candy apple in caramel, or maybe a vanilla cone in chocolate, and then they twirl it slowly so the chocolate or caramel covers it completely? I feel like they took the first draft of this album, which was already distorted enough, and then dunked it in reverb and fuzz, and then twirled it so it covered everything, including Wayne Coyne's voice, but I'll fucking get to that. I'm actively trying to remember what this album sounded like, and I'm at a complete fucking loss. The first track, I actually quite enjoyed. It was atmospheric, it was nice, it was pretty, and it sounded good. I was like, hey, I could vibe to this. When it got to How, it was really just zoned out completely. But there should be fucking unicorns. What was this? First off, this starts a trend where I love what they do in the beginning of the track, but then it just goes downhill. Other examples of this would be Almost Home with that awesome do-do-do-do-do-do synth and the super catchy processed drum loop, and then they abandon that completely later on in the track for just some fucking boring and loud strings and synths again. Even though that part does come back, but it just sounds awful put up with fucking Wayne Coyne's echoey as all hell voice and the rest of the fucking sounds they throw in here. We a Family with its bleeps and bloops at the beginning I think sounds great, and then they destroy that too, and even Never Know has a nice opening I think that just completely nosedives. But I digress, back to There Should Be Unicorns. We need to talk about what happens on this track. Like I said, I love the opening, light drum beat there, and the really loud, humming electronic synth. Then they bring this other synth that just sounds like I'm getting bad feedback through my fucking radio and it makes my ear hurt. And I think it's about time I addressed Wayne Coyne's voice. Wayne, listen to me. Two things. 1, stop doing ambient. 2, you don't need that much reverb on all your fucking vocals. He's so fucking echoey that not a single lyric stays in my head on this album. Reggie Watts comes in at the end here for some reason, discussing how they have to get the unicorns with the purple eyes, not the green ones, because they shit everywhere. And then when the police come, you're just gonna throw so much money at the police that they'll quit their violent jobs. Okay. And this is when I was like, am I even paying attention? Like, I could barely pay attention to this. Sunrise, I remember literally nothing from. Never Know, like I said, I love the opening, and even later on in the track, they have this awesome do-do-do-do-do-do bass line that comes in. But from there, I don't remember anything Wayne Coyne said or anything else, really. Galaxy, I Think is another... The synths are way too loud in this track. Like, none of the mixing sounds like it's done well here. Now, here's a track I actually do enjoy, which is One Night While Hunting for Fairies and Witches and Wizards to Kill. Quite the mouthful of a name, I know. I quite enjoy the instrumentation on this track, even though the drums are a little too reverby for me, and the bass. Especially at the end when they dip them in like this liquid reverb that just sounds so weird. I mean, I've liked it before. It worked on the Street Sex album. Why didn't it work here? But about 2 minutes into this track, 2.5, in comes this background. It almost sounds like maybe a theremin, but it's definitely a synth of some kind. And it just anchors the track for me. That's the part I focus on the most. I just think it sounds so fucking good up against the rest of the production around it. And I actually remember what Wayne Coyne was talking about here. He's going to hunt witches and wizards, and he tries to shoot one and it puts up a force field, and he was like, oh no, I'm screwed now. Oh my fucking god, do glowy. I thought this track was gonna be good, because I actually liked how it opens as well. Another synthetic drum loop, but still sounds good. And here we have reverbed church bells. I shit you not, that's what it sounds like. Not something I've ever heard before, but I like the way they sound until Wayne Coyne starts singing. And here, unfortunately, I can remember his lyrics, but it's because they're fucking awful. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Eli Shakespeare takes you on a journey of the finest literary works of art ever created. Beginning with...
Glowy, glowy, glow. Let's get together, yeah. Glow, 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 glow. Glary and glary, yeah. Doing it right. Doing it like you care. Under the tree where the spider got in your hair. Dewy, dewy, dew. Drip, drip. Drippy glow, glowy and drippy, yeah. Doing it right, doing it like you care. Running all night through the flowers that eat us there.
What? Listening to the frogs would demonize. Why is it 7 fucking minutes? Honestly. This song, and a few other songs on the album do this too. It's so dreary and drab that I start to fucking nod off and fall asleep. But just when I'm starting to drift off, and I think Flaming Lips fucking knew this. They were like, this song's gonna put people to sleep. Better throw in a really sharp synth and a really loud guitar line to wake them back up. Literally what fucking happens in this song. I get so fucking bored, I start to fucking lose focus, and then all of a sudden this electronic synth comes in, and I'm like, oh, okay. Alright, I was listening to an album. The Castle I kinda somewhat enjoyed. The instrumentation on here is nice. Again, too fucking reverbed though. But this is like the most Owl City this entire album gets. And the way that he sounds like the guy from Owl City, he sounds like Adam Young, and he writes like Adam Young on here. Fucking dragons and unicorns and beautiful butterflies, and this is apparently supposed to be about a friend of his who died from fucking suicide. Do I hear that in there? No. At least I can make out what he's saying. He's singing an actual register and there's no fucking reverb on his voice. Save the best for last, We a Family. Again, great opening. I love the bleeps and bloops that they have on here. It sounds super nice. And then it just goes off hill again when they throw in their drab, dreary synths and guitars and programmed drums and stupid reverbed bass lines. Wayne gets autotune here as well, so we got him echoing and all reverby plus gross autotune. Then Miley Cyrus comes in, sounding like an autotuned fucking toddler, just babbling about whatever. Like, I don't remember a thing she says, but her voice gets so high-pitched and grating that I just, it hurt. It gave me a fucking headache. And she just babbles on about whatever, how the We a Family. Well, it makes me think she's a fucking toddler. They don't know how to speak the proper English. And then this track, along with a few other tracks on this album, and the same fucking way a lot of her annoying tracks on Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets ended, with them laughing and being like, haha, that was fun, we just made a shit song. This album had no impact on me. I don't remember anything. It just was in one ear, out the other. Hopefully, if the Flaming Lips want to move forward, I hope they do something different. This was way too reverbed, way too dreary. Literally is a lullaby album that can put me the fuck to sleep. The instrumentation is okay if it wasn't so fucking distorted and dreary. On that note, I give it a 4 out of 10. Not recommend this. The only track I could really stand, my highlight off of the album, was One Night While Hunting for Fairies and Witches and Wizards to Kill. Only song I'd ever go back to, and rarely, if that. Here we go, I was finally fucking negative about an album. This album fucking deserved it. Like, I regret listening to this. It gave me nothing. I want to go listen to something good. I'll listen to Run the Jewels 3 again, or the excellent XX album I just reviewed. Anyway, if there's anything I can do to improve my performance or whatever, let me know, and I'll just fucking do it. And it's the same day. This is what this album made me feel like. It's January 20th, and the president is Donald Trump now. Have a good day.